Hello.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. Yes,
Walaikum assalam. Can you hear me?
yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Clear.
it's clear, sir.
Okay, so let's wait for 2 minutes and then we'll start. Okay, so those who are attending classes from home or online classes, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I think we can start right now. So I'll be turning off the camera. So in the last class, we started the topic that is called classification of system. So we continued two classification, or we covered two classification. One was linear and non-linear. Another one was time varying and time. In today's class, let's wait for some time. Sure. হ্যাঁ, ওটা আমি বলে দিচ্ছি। So in today's class, we'll be covering the other classification of system. Those are system with and without memory, causal, non-causal system, invertible, non-invertible system, and then stable system. And if we can finish all this, then we'll be studying the LTI system, that is called linear time invariant system. So before I go to the topic, one more time, those who are attending online classes, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, then I can start. So sorry for the delay, because as you know, we have started the hybrid classes. So it took some time to set up everything, because honestly speaking, after almost 2 years, I have entered the classroom for taking class. So like you, I am also become a fresher, and let's start the class. So the topic that we'll be covering today, the first one is called system with and without memory. So we have some idea regarding linear system, non-linear system, time varying system, and time invariant system. But this time we need to know what is system with memory and what is system without memory. First of all, let's talk about human. Let's say as a human, we can remember the present, we can recall the past, and we can also predict the future. What is the meaning of future prediction? Let's say tomorrow there will be a football match. Let's say between Real Madrid and Barcelona. We can guess, or we can at least predict something. Let's say what will be the score, who is going to score like this. So like this way, as a human being, we have got the prediction ability. So as we can recall the past, as we can remember the present, and as we can predict the future. So should we be without memory or with memory? What do you think? So we should be with memory, because we can predict the future, we can recall the past, and we can also remember the present. So in terms of system, there are two categories. If a system, if it depends only on the present value, then the system is called without memory. But if the system depends on the past, or if it predicts the future, then it is called with memory. So let's talk about the definition. A system is memoryless or instantaneous. If you look at the slide, a system is memoryless or instantaneous if the present value of the output depends only on the present value of the input. So what is the meaning of this one? A system is memoryless or instantaneous if the present value of the output depends only on the present value of the input. Let's say at present I am talking about something, and after certain time I forgot what I have said. Then of course you will be talking me as without memory. Similarly, if a system depends only on the present value, then it will be memoryless system. So what will be the with memory system? If the system predicts the future or it recalls the past, then it will be with memory. So what is the definition? If the present value of the output depends on the past value of the input or future value of the input, then it will be with memory. So I'll be showing you some example. Then we'll be discussing about the questions. So let's talk about the first one. Yt equal to 2xt plus 3. Though I have given the answer, okay, let's not give the answer. Let's go to the another slide. Okay, so just look at the system. The first one is yt equal to 2xt plus 3. Let's say we need to determine whether this system is with memory or without memory. Don't look at the right-sided words, those are written in the red color. That is for another system. I don't want to show you the answer. That's why I have opened this. So now the first one is, you need to identify whether the system is with memory or with, for example, yt equal to 2xt plus 3. So yt equal to 2xt plus 3, as we know from the definition, if the system output depends only on the present value of the input, then the system will be without memory. If system output depends only on the present value of the input, then it will be without memory. So let's assume any value of the t. For example, just a moment, okay. For example, I have assumed t equals to 5. So if I assume t equals to 5, this will become y5 equals to 2 into x5 plus 3. So if you look at the present value of the output, that is the y5, and if you look at the value of the input, that is the x5. So for both output and input, time is same. That means what? Present value of the output depends on the present value of the input. That's why this will be without memory system. Once again, those who are attending online classes, I'll be requesting you to ask questions, because in front of me, I can see them and I'll be also asking, telling them to ask question. But if you are attending online classes, please let me know. Have you understood what I've said? I'll be repeating one more time, don't worry. But first thing you need to understand, what is the definition? The definition of without memory or memoryless system. If the present value of the output depends on present value of the input, so we need to understand what is the present value of the output. Let's say I have assumed t equals to 15, time equals to 15. So this will become y15. At the same time for input, as I assume t equal to 15, this will become x15. So look what is happening. For output, this one is y15. For input, this one is x15. So output value depending on present value of the input. Why I'm saying present value? Because for both of them, time is same. So this will become a memoryless. I'm writing ML. So this will become a memoryless system. For example, number 2, yt equal to xt minus 2. Again, look, yt equal to xt minus 2. You can assume any value of t. It's up to you. Let's say I have assumed t equals to 5. So if I assume t equals to 5, then y5 equal to x5 minus 2. That means y5 equals to x3. Now look, y5, that is the present value of the output. With respect to 5, these 3, is it present value? Is it past value? Is it future value? What do you think? Okay, let me write down. This one is 5. 5 is the value that I have assumed. With respect to 5, this is 3. So with respect to 5, is this past value or is this future value?
Past value.
This is past value. Very good. So that means what? I assume t equals to 5. So with respect to 5, I have got for input this one is 3. So what is my conclusion? Output present value depends on past value of the input. That means what? It can recall the past. That's why this will be with memory system. I'll be giving one more example, then we'll be discussing about the questions. Let's say for the next one, yt equals to xt plus 2. Again, it's up to you. You can assume any value of t. Let's say I've assumed t equals to minus 10. So if I assume t equals to minus 10, then if I assume t equals to minus 10, then what is happening? Look, y minus 10 equals to x minus 8. Again, minus 10 is the value that I assume. So minus 10, minus 9, minus 8, -7 like this. So with respect to -10, you are getting -8 for the input. So with respect to -10, -8, is it past value or is it future value?
Future value.
Future value. That means what? This system can predict the future. So again, it will be with memory system. So if you have understood example number 1, 2, and 3, then I believe you can solve any problems related to this. That's it.
T minus something থাকলে স্যার ওটা হচ্ছে আমাদের past value
Yes,
এবং T plus something থাকলে
that will be the future value. Okay. One more time, I want to look the students who are attending the online classes. So let's talk about the definition again. The definition is, let's talk about a system. We are talking about memoryless and with memory. What is memoryless? That means the system doesn't have memory. And what is with memory? It will have the memory. মেমোরি থাকলে আমরা কি করতে পারি? আমরা আমাদের পাস্টের ঘটনা মনে রাখতে পারি, আমরা আমাদের ফিউচারটাকে একটু প্রেডিক্ট করতে পারি। কালকে বৃষ্টি হবে নাকি বৃষ্টি হবে না, আমাদের একটু এগুলা প্রেডিক্ট করার সৃষ্টিকর্তাকে ক্ষমতা দিয়ে রাখছে। So similarly, if we are talking about a system, it can happen. If the system depends on the past value, it will be with memory. If the system depends on the future value, it will be with memory. When it will be without memory, if and only if it depends on the present value. Let's say after 1 or 2 minutes, we'll be solving some other problem. What we'll be seeing, a system depends on present value and also past value. একই সিস্টেম প্রেজেন্ট ভ্যালুর উপর ডিপেন্ড করবে, পাস্ট ভ্যালুর উপর ডিপেন্ড করবে। আমরা কি বলবো? Should I call this one as without memory or with memory? What do you think? So that will be with memory. It can recall the past. It also depends on the present. But as it can recall the past, so it will be with memory.
Sir,
So I'll be solving some other problem. So please let me know if you have any question.
sir,
Yes.
একটু হচ্ছে ডিপেন্ডস অন দ্য স্যার কি জানি বলছিলেন স্যার, আমার নেট একটু প্রবলেম হয়েছিল স্যার, হোল্ড অনে চলে
Okay.
গেছিল।
Okay. So if the system output depends on the past value, it will be with memory. If the system output depends on the future value, it will be with memory. The system will be without memory only if it depends on the present value. Don't worry, I'll be covering some other example. Let's say the number 4. Number 4, yt equals to integration lower limit minus infinity, upper limit plus infinity, integration of xt dt. Okay, let me take a picture. Okay. So yt equal to integration minus infinity, the lower limit. The upper limit is the plus infinity and integration of xt dt. Okay. So yt equal to integration lower limit minus infinity, upper limit plus infinity, integration of xt dt. This system is with memory system. Try to understand why. Output is yt and integration of xt. Look at the lower limit, that is minus infinity, infinity. But what is happening? Output present value depends on past value of the input, also the future value of the input. How this is depending on the past value? Because there is a minus infinity. That is the lower limit of the integration, and the plus infinity that represents the upper limit of the integration, which is the future value. So what is the conclusion? The system depends on the past value. Also the system depends on the future value. So of course it will be a with memory system. Number 5. Can anyone please tell me? Number 5 is with memory, fine. The answer is written in the right side. But in which values the system is depending? Is it depending on the past value or future value or both? Which one? Can anyone please tell me?
Sir, past value and present value.
Past value and present value. How did you understand?
Sir, minus infinity জন্য past value আর t এর জন্য sir present value.
So what does it represent? It's from minus infinity to up to t.
Up to t.
Let's say
Yes.
if I assume t equals to 10, the upper limit will be 10. So not beyond 10. So from past to up to the present value. So yes.
স্যার এটা স্যার 0 to t থাকতো স্যার তাহলে কি 0 past 12
হতে পারে, because if you assume t equals to 3, then it's 0 to 3. So of course with respect to 3, 0 is the past value. Is it okay? Number 5, any question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Because the limit is t, that's why I have used tau, but same thing. Okay, so for number 6, look, yt equal to x t square. Yt equal to x t square, again t can be any value. It can be 0, it can be -1, it can be +1, it can be +5, anything. So let's say one of the student, he assume t equals to only 0. Then what he will get? He will get that y0 equal to x0. And he will write that the system output depends on the present value of the input. So it will be a memoryless system. If anyone assumes t equals to only 0. But t can be anything. If I assume t equals to 2, I'll be getting x4. If I assume t equals to 3, I'll be getting x9. So if I assume different values, then actually we'll see the system is with memory. So whenever you are checking with memory or without memory system, my suggestion is try to take higher values like 5, 6, 7, -5, -3, -7, and then you'll get the actual answer. So number 6 is actually a with memory system, because the system depends on present value, but it also depends on future value. So the conclusion is it will be with memory system. So any question from anyone regarding the with memory and without memory system?
সফটওয়্যার সিস্টেমটাকে আমরা ফাংশন করতে পারি
Yes, you can say function, but actually for this one we are representing the block diagram where there will be input and there will be an output, and it will be performing the operation.
Sir,
Is it-
একটু
Yes.
shortly কি with memory আর without memory একটু briefly বলে দিবেন,
Okay.
কারণ আমি একটু
Don't worry.
late join করছিলাম তো।
Don't worry. With memory, without memory, I'll be telling just one line now because the next one is related to this. So the example that I've covered today, I mean right now, I'll be covering again after 1 minute or 2 minutes. So the most important thing
Okay.
is for now, you need to understand the definition first. With memory means what? The system output depends on past or present value of the input. Without memory means what? It will be depending only on the present value. Not on the past, not on the future, only on the present value. Why I'm not telling or repeating this topic again? Because I'll be talking about this system for the next one. So let's go to the next one. Then again I'll be talking about the memoryless and with memory system. Okay. So our next classification of system is causal versus non-causal system. So actually, I'll be talking about the definition first, and then again I'll be showing the example. Okay. So look at the definition. A causal system is one that is non-anticipative. Prediction kora, right? A causal system is one that is non-anticipative. What is the meaning of the word anticipation? Anticipation means guessing something, predicting something. Let's say, as I told you, it may rain tomorrow or it may not. I'm predicting. I'm predicting there will be around 20 students in the next class. That's the prediction. So what is causal system? Causal system cannot predict. That is the definition. আপনি যদি এতটুকু বুঝতে পারেন তাহলে এই সিস্টেম কিন্তু আমাদের মোটামুটি শেষ। কেন শেষ? আমি যদি একটা কোশ্চেন করি, a causal system is non-anticipative. That means it cannot predict. So prediction, is it related to the past or is it related to the future? What do you think? So
Future.
it is related to the
এটা future
future.
হবে।
That means what will be the conclusion? For causal system, present value of the output depends on either past or present value of the input. For causal system, present value of the output depends either past or present value of the input, not the future input, because causal system is non-anticipative. What is non-causal system? If the system output depends on the future value, then it will be non-causal. আমি মানুষের কথা একটু বলি। As a human being, for example, just think human being is a system. So if human being is a system, should it be causal or non-causal? এটা বলতে গেলে তো মোটামুটি আমার এই টপিক শেষ। So human being is causal or non-causal system? My question is for everyone. Okay, একটা বলতে হবে। Either causal or non-causal.
Causal, sir.
Okay. So what others think? Is it causal or non-causal? Human being?
The causal,
Sir, causal.
Causal.
If you are saying human being is causal, that means we cannot predict the future. Is it true?
Yes, sir.
So what will be the conclusion? Is it causal or non-causal? Okay. Again, I'm repeating the definition. A causal system is non-anticipative. That means if a system is causal, it never can predict the future. Causal or condition ki future predict korte parbe na. Non-causal means it will predict the future. Whatever it does doesn't matter, but it will predict the future. Non-causal কে কিন্তু বলে নাই যে আপনি অন্য কিছু করতে পারবেন না। ওকে বলে দিছে যে আপনার অবশ্যই ফিউচার প্রেডিক্ট করতে হবে, সাথে আপনি যা করেন আপনার ব্যাপার। So now I want the answer again. If human being is a
Non-causal হবে।
system, should it be causal or non-causal?
non-causal,
Non-causal।
কারণ human তো ওটা predict করতে পারবে। future।
Of course. So it should be a non-causal system. As a human being, we can recall the past, we can remember the present, we can predict the future. As we can predict the future, the conclusion is it will be a non-causal system. If a system is causal, it never can predict the future. Is it clear? Anyone? Any question? Okay.
Clear, sir.
I'll be showing you the same example that we have covered for the wood memory section. So again, just give me some minutes. This is মানে বুঝলাম না, আমার রুমে ঠিক ছিল, এখানে কানেক্ট করার পরে সামথিং রং। এটার মধ্যে কিছুই রাখিনি, জাস্ট হচ্ছে লেকচার নোটগুলো, আর একটা খালি সফটওয়্যার আছে পাইথন আছে, আর কিছু নেই। আশা করি আর সমস্যা করবো না, হতে পারে নাহলে দেখলাম। Okay, so I think you can hear me clearly now. So let's look at the example. First one, yt equal to 2xt plus 3. So again, what is your answer? It will be a causal or non-causal system. You can assume any value of the t, and then you need to check whether the output present value depends on past, present, or future value. If the system depends on past or present, then it will be causal. But if the system depends on the future value of the input, then it will be non-causal. So what will be the answer of the number 1?
Sir, এটা causal.
causal,
Causal হবে স্যার।
এটা
So it
causal
will be
হবে।
a causal system. Why causal system? Look, y5 equal to 2x5 plus 3. So you assume t equals to 5. So with respect to y5, you are getting x5. So output present value depends on x5. Time is same, so it's a present value. So it will be a causal. Also, I want to hear from others. So on non-causal system. Number 2.
Causal হবে স্যার।
causal,
Okay, so number 2, again your answer is right. Number 2 should be a causal system. Why number 2 is causal system? Look, you assume t equals to 5. With respect to 5, you have got x3. So with respect to 5, 3 is the past value. So again the conclusion is same. Output present value depends on the past value of the input. So it will be also causal system. Number 3, will it be causal or non-causal?
non-causal,
Non-causal হবে।
Okay, number 3 should be non-causal. Again, why? Minus 10. Y minus 10 equals to x minus 8. If it's minus 10, then minus 8 is here. With respect to minus 8, then we'll be getting minus 9, then we'll be getting minus 8. So minus 10, minus 9, minus 8. So this will be the future value, so this will be non-causal system. So those who have answered already, you are requested not to answer. So I'll be requesting others. Number 4, it will be causal or non-causal. Look at the limit and then try to answer. Number 4 is causal system or non-causal system.
Non-causal.
Okay, others from the classes, is it causal or non-causal?
এটা non-causal।
Non-causal স্যার।
Okay, how did you understand this one is non-causal system?
কারণ মাইনাস
প্লাস
ইনফিনিটি
ইনফিনিটি আছে স্যার।
টি পর্যন্ত
To
আছে।
plus infinity. So from present to the future, it depending on all the values. So of course it will be a non-causal system. Number 5, is it causal or non-causal?
causal,
তো এটা
Because this is now limited to the t. If you assume t equals to 10, then minus infinity to up to 10. From past to up to present. So it will be causal. Okay. Then number 6. It will be causal or non-causal. Number 6, is it causal system or non-causal system?
Causal, sir.
Non-causal.
Okay, someone from the online classes said non-causal. The student in front of me said non-causal. So the student who have said non-causal from the online class, can you please tell me why? You are right, non-causal, but why?
Past value দিচ্ছে, so -2 চলে গেছে।
Sir.
Minus
Yes. Okay, value তো অবশ্যই দিচ্ছে। So how did you understand this one is non-causal?
So minus value এই জন্য স্যার।
Not minus value. Number 6. Number 6, look.
Sorry,
Y2
I mean
equal
number
to-
7 দেখতেছি।
Okay, number 7, I'll be talking about later. Number 6, y2 equal to x4. y2 equal to x4. You assume t equals to 2. You have got
Sir, future value দিচ্ছে।
x4. Future value. That's why this will be non-causal. Number 7, this one is one of my favorite problem, because when I was a student like you, I didn't answer that one correctly. So I wish all of you will be answering this one correctly. That is the number 7. Do not look at the note and try to answer correctly. Number 7 is causal or non-causal. If you look
Causal.
at one time, if you think once, it's going to be the wrong answer. Think twice, it will be the correct answer. Okay. From the
Is
online
it
class, it
non-causal,
will be
sir?
causal or non-causal? Yes, causal or
Sir,
non-causal?
non-causal হবে।
Okay, why it will be non-causal? Because of this. Look at
Minus,
the-
স্যার মাইনাস, স্যার টি এর ভ্যালু মাইনাস হলে স্যার ওটা প্লাস হয়ে যাবে।
Exactly.
Plus-
T can be anything. I didn't say T cannot be negative. T can be any values. If I say T equals to 2, you'll get x of -2. That means if you look at the first line, y2 equal to x of -2. Present value of the output depends on past value of the input. If I just keep my answers like this, it will be wrong answer because I didn't assume the other value. If I assume y 0, I mean t equals to 0, then it will become x of 0. Again, present value of the output depends on present value of the input. But if anyone assumes t equals to -2, y -2 equals to x of +2, then the answer is past value of the output, present value of the output depends on future value of the input. So overall it will be a non-causal system. What is the conclusion here? Whenever you are going to check causal or non-causal, try to assume two values. One positive, another one negative. Then you will get the correct answer. So, regarding the memoryless and with memory and causal and non-causal system, the conclusion is whenever you are going to check, try to assume two values of t. One positive value and another one negative value. Also, try to assume the larger value. For example, t equals to 10, t equals to 9, t equals to 7, etc. Why I am saying this? Because if you assume 0, if you assume 1, in some cases the answer will not be completed. So that is the conclusion related to causal and non-causal system. So if you have any confusion, if you have any question, please let me know. So যারা ক্লাস করছেন যদি কারো কোনো কোশ্চেন থাকে আমাকে একটু কষ্ট করে বলতে হবে। Is it clear? Yes.
Yes,
Any
sir.
question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's start a new one. আপনারটা বলুন ভাই। এখন মোটামুটি সবই সিস্টেম না। ওকে, এগুলো খুব সহজ, এগুলো কঠিন কিছু না। So the next one I'll be talking about, just give me 1 minute. Okay, so give me just 2 minutes because I need to restart my computer, I think, though I'll be calling you again. আমি আপনাদেরকে এটা বলতে পারি যে inshallah. Okay, so can you hear me now? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now it's fine. So I hope there will not be any problem. Okay, so we are talking about the system. Now we'll be going to the next one. And the next one is called a stable versus unstable system. So this is also very easy one, but of course you need to understand, and then you will be able to solve the problem. So first of all, the definition. Again, if you can look at this diagram, if you can understand this diagram, then trust me, you don't need to memorize the definition. We all know the basic system diagram. There will be an input signal, then the block, the system, and then the output signal YT. Now, what is the definition of a stable system? A stable system defines, or if for a system, the input is a bounded input, output is also bounded, then the system is called a stable system. Sometimes it is called BIBO, B-I-B-O. That means bounded input, bounded output system. So what is the definition of a stable system? If for a system, both input and output are bounded signal, then the system is called a stable system. One more time, the definition. The definition is, if for a system, both the input and output are bounded signal, then the system will be a stable system. But the question is, what is the definition of bounded signal? Chapter 1. Can anyone please help me to recall what is bounded signal? Okay, I'm going to give you some example. Between these two, UT and RT, one is bounded signal and another one is unbounded signal. Which one is bounded and why? That is the question.
আমাদের স্যার মান নির্ধারিত স্যার কিন্তু 1 স্যার 8 কে স্যার ওটাকে আমরা স্যার
Okay, so I've got your answer. Now from the online class, can anyone please tell me which one is bounded and which one is unbounded signal between these two, or both are bounded or both are unbounded? What is your answer? Anyone? Anyone from the class? Okay, so am I muted or am I unmuted? Let me check. Okay, not, I'm not muted. So what is your answer? Between UT and RT, which one is bounded and which one is unbounded, and why? At least you can try. I'll be helping you. So what is your answer? Just let me know your answer. Anyone, can you please let me know what is your answer? Anyone from the class?
Unbound,
Yes.
bounded হবে।
Which one?
স্যার
Which one is bounded?
RT টা স্যার bounded আর UT টা unbounded।
Okay. So actually, UT is
দুইটাই কি
the
আনবাউন্ডেড হবে না?
no. UT is the bounded signal. I know why you are confusing. I'll be explaining. ut is the bounded signal and rt is the unbounded signal. First of all, bounded means what? Bounded signal means finite value signal. If I have said finite value, I think most of you have got the correct answer. But actually finite value means bounded signal. In case of ut, the value will be either 0 or 1. That's it. Both are finite value, so of course ut will be bounded signal. Why rt is unbounded? Because for rt, at 0 you will get 0, at 1 you will get 1, at 2 you will get 2. Fine. But at infinite, you will get the infinite value. If one value of the signal is infinite, then total signal is unbounded signal. So between ut and rt, of course ut is bounded signal and rt is unbounded signal. Another example, let's say sin t. Can anyone please tell me, sin t, let's say this value is 1, this value is -1. This signal sin t, is it bounded signal or unbounded signal?
Bounded signal.
Bounded signal, sir.
Again bounded.
bounded.
Why bounded? Because the value is from -1 to +1. Forget about the time. Bounded means finite value signal. What is a stable system now? If for a system, both input and output, both, if both are bounded, then the system is a stable system. Any question regarding the definition and bounded and unbounded signal? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now it's time for example. So I'll be discussing about the example right now. And again, I believe you'll be able to answer. Example number 1, yt equal to 2ut plus 1. The question is, determine whether the following system is stable or unstable. Recall the definition. A stable system means both input and output should be bounded. Unstable means what? Either both or one will be unbounded. So yt equal to 2ut plus 1. At first, try to identify the input. For this one, which is the input? Can you please tell me?
ut.
ut, sir.
ut is input. ut is bounded. So input is bounded, I am sure. Check the output. Yt equal to 2 into ut plus 1. 2 into bounded signal plus 1. The result will be bounded or unbounded?
Bounded.
So what is the conclusion? Input bounded, output bounded, the system is a stable system.
Sir, 2ut minus 2 plus 1 তাহলে তো স্যার bounded.
Bounded হতো, exactly, because ut minus 2 is also bounded. So again, yt equal to 2ut plus 1. First of all, we need to identify which one is the input. Input is ut. Then ut is bounded. That means input is bounded. Secondly, output equals to 2 into ut plus 1. 2 into bounded signal plus 1, the value should be bounded, finite. So of course the number 1 should be a stable system. Number 2, yt equal to 2rt plus 2. So what do you think? It will be bounded or unbounded?
Unbounded.
Okay, why
এটা
unbounded?
unbounded হবে।
Okay, why?
কারণ ওই
Sir,
যে
main
R-
signals are RT.
আর
sir,
এটা
output.
Input signal is RT. Yes, then তারপর rt is
Sir,
input signal, fine.
RTs are unbounded.
That's why this should be unbounded too. এখানে আমার এত চেক করার কিছু নাই। RT input is unbounded. So whatever the output is, the system is unstable. Because for a stable system, both the input and output should be bounded. If one of them is unbounded, then the total system is unstable system. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Any question from anyone? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Another problem, probably the last one from this topic. একটু বুঝে বলতে হবে yt equal to 2xt plus 3. Yt equal to 2xt plus 3. The question is determine whether the system is stable, unstable, which one? So can you please tell me whether it will be stable or unstable? নাকি বলা যাবে না, which one? What do you think? Yt equal to 2xt plus 3. Which one is the input?
Sir, XT.
xt is the input. ভালো কথা। The value of xt. The value of xt, is it given? xt
No, sir.
ভ্যালুটা কি দেয়া আছে?
No, sir.
No.
যে কোনো ভ্যালু হতে পারে।
No,
বলতে
sir.
পারবো whether it will be stable or unstable?
Sir,
No, sir.
unstable.
Okay. Input is not given. If input is not given, if the value of input is not given, so it will not be possible for us to recognize the system. Because we don't know whether xt is bounded signal, we don't know whether the xt is unbounded signal. It will depend on the value of xt. That's why what I decided to assume different values of xt. At first I assume xt equal to rt. এত signal থাকতে কেন rt? Because rt is a kind of unbounded signal. But the moment I assume rt, I knew the answer. The system will be unstable. Look, এখানে একটা বোঝার ব্যাপার আছে কিন্তু। If you assume xt equals to rt, there is nothing to check. Because whenever you are taking input as rt, the system will be directly unstable. But if you assume input equals to ut, then it doesn't guarantee that system will be stable. It needs to be checked. We need to check the output. I assume xt equals to ut, a bounded signal. I calculated yt equals to 2ut plus 3. Input ut, that is my assumption. That is the bounded signal. Yt equals to 2ut plus, that is all. That's why the system is. তাহলে এই প্রবলেম আমি কি কনক্লুশন দিব? My conclusion will be, if you assume xt as the bounded signal, then the system will be stable. ধরেন in your final year capstone project, you have designed a system. Let's say your friend have designed this system yt equal to 2xt plus 3. Then what suggestion we need to give him? If you want to make this system stable, assume xt as an bounded signal. আমরা আবার অনেকে মনে করি যে ইনপুট যদি আমি বাউন্ডেড নেই, আউটপুট অলওয়েজ বাউন্ডেড আসবে। এই কনফিউশনটা ক্লিয়ার করার জন্য আমি আরেকটা एग्जांपल দেখাবো। দিস ইজ দ্য লাস্ট ওয়ান ফ্রম দিস টপিক, দ্যাট ইজ yt equal to txt. If I assume xt equals to rt, the system will be directly unstable. So I don't need to assume xt equal to rt. এখানে চেক করার কিছু নাই, আমার কেরামতি দেখানোর কিছু নাই। So I will not assume xt equals to rt. What I'll assume? I'll assume xt equals to ut. That means input is bounded, I assume. If I assume input equals to ut, output will become tut. Look, t into ut. Ut is bounded, but if you multiply this one by t, you'll get a unbounded signal. So for this one, what is happening? Input bounded, but the output is unbounded. So this will become a unstable system. যদি কারো বুঝতে প্রবলেম থাকে, the last example I want to repeat again. It's actually chapter 1. What I did, yt equal to txt, it was given in the question. I can assume xt equals to rt, but it will not be for any good use because rt is unbounded. The system will be unstable, nothing to check. So what I decided, I'll be assuming xt equals to ut. So this is the signal ut. What is yt? Yt is t multiplied by ut. So this ut will be multiplied by t. This one is ut, chapter 1. This one is t. Ut multiplied by t, you will get ultimately the signal as t. So which is a unbounded signal. So input bounded, output unbounded, the system is unstable system. Is it okay or do you have any question?
স্যার যদি একটা হচ্ছে বাউন্ডেড সিগন্যাল আর আনবাউন্ডেড সিগন্যাল দুটো যদি প্লাস অথবা মাইনাস অবস্থায় থাকে তখন কি সেটা হচ্ছে আনবাউন্ডেড হয়ে যাবে?
আপনি নিজে চিন্তা করতে পারবেন। Let's say I'm giving an example. Let's say t plus ut. You tell me what will happen. T plus ut. It will be bounded or unbounded? Which one?
So unbounded করবে।
Of course, it will be unbounded. You are right. Is it okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Ut is 1. 0 to infinity, the value is 1. So this one is 0 to infinity something, that is t. What is the common duration between these two signal? Okay, fine, 0 to infinity. Within 0 to infinity, one signal is 1 and one is t. 1 into t, what will be the result? That's why this will be also unbounded. Is it okay? Okay, so any question from the other students? Any question?
No, sir.
Okay. So one more topic I'll try to cover. That is the invertible and non-invertible system. And trust me, this is also very easy. This is the kind of direct answer. I mean, if you just understand the theory, the definition, then the solution is not that much difficult. So first of all, I'll go back to my original slide, the lecture note. I will try to talk about this diagram and then these few lines. So first of all, we need to understand what is invertible system and what is the purpose of using invertible system. Till now, in this course, we have got idea regarding the general system diagram. Again, input signal is xt, then there is system and the output signal is yt. Let's in the quiz 1, I've asked you a question. For example, draw the block diagram of yt equal to 2xt. What you need to understand, input signal is xt, the system will multiply the input by 2 and then we will get yt equals to 2xt. That is the general block diagram of yt equal to 2xt. Let's say today, suddenly in your class I have told you Draw the block diagram for the inverse system of yt equal to 2xt. Again, try to understand my question. Draw the block diagram of the inverse system for the system yt equal to 2xt. That means question ta hocche yt equal to 2xt এই সিস্টেমটার জন্য ইনভার্স সিস্টেম আপনার ডিজাইন করতে হবে। সো প্রথমত আমাদের বুঝতে হবে at the output of the inverse system what we are expecting, that is the big question. So what is my target? Let's say I'm talking about the first class of this course, second class probably, ADC, analog to digital conversion. Xt is the analog signal, then let's say Yn is the digital signal. Inverse system of ADC is DSC. So if Yn is the input of the DSC, what will be the output? That is my question to everyone.
xt.
The output should be xt. Similarly, yt equal to 2xt. You are trying to design the inverse system. So what will be the output here?
xt.
Output should be xt. Actually, what is the purpose of inverse system? আমরা কেন ইনভার্স সিস্টেম ইউজ করি? ইনভার্স সিস্টেম reconstructs the original signal from the output signal. For example, yt equal to 2xt, the input signal was xt. We performed the operation on this input signal and then we got yt. But let's say for some purpose I need this xt back. So to get back this xt, we need to design the inverse system such a way so that the output of the inverse system is xt. Something like this, yes. So what is the definition of inverse system? The inverse system undoes what the given system does to input xt. The inverse system undoes what is the given system does to input signal xt when the inverse system is cascaded to the given system. So in other words, I can say the inverse system reconstructs the original signal from the output signal. Cascade মানে একসাথে করা. Let's say this system and this one, these are series connection. So like this, there is a cascade connection. Then, what is the condition to become non-invertible system? Let's say, if two different input signal result in the same output signal, then the system is non-invertible. If two different input signal resulting the same output signal, the system is non-invertible. What is the meaning of this? I will try to explain this one through an example. Let's say in midterm exam, I'm writing the marks of 3 of the students of their midterm exam. One student got 89.7. One student got 89. Let's say 8. Another student got 89.1. So marks of 3 students, one got 89.7, another got 89.8, another got 89.1. So actually, these are their actual marks. So before uploading, I thought that, okay, they are very close to the next grade. So let's apply something which will be ethical and which will be also good for all of them. So I applied rounding and this 89.7 has become 90. This 89 point has become 90. But unfortunately, this one will become 89. Try to understand the example. Then you'll be understand the definition. So next day I came to the class. 3 students told me, the student who has got 89, he told me that, sir, I've got 89 in the midterm grade. Can you do something? If he says he has got 89, I'll be able to understand that his actual mark is 89.1 because only this student, his mark was converted to 89. But if other two students, they ask me, sir, both of us get 90, what is our actual mark? আমার তখন বলতে হবে, I need to check the Excel file. I cannot remember. Because what I did, I applied something so that their actual mark is converted to 90. Again, why try to understand? 89.7, 89.8, these two are different input signal. But for both of them, the output is same 90. এই 90 কার কার জন্য হতে পারে? It can happen for 89.7, it can happen for 89.8, it can happen for 89.6. There are many other values. So it's not possible for me to remember actually. That's why this system is called non-invertible. What is the definition? If two different input signal result in the same output signal, then the system is not invertible. Once again, I'll be talking about the other definition, other example. But this one is very easy to understand. What is the definition of non-invertible system? Two inputs, but you are getting the same result. কার জন্য কোনটা আসছে সেটা কিন্তু আমার পক্ষে বোঝা সম্ভব না আনটিল আমি যদি লিখে রাখি। Then it will become non-invertible system. For example, I'll be giving some example. Y equal to 2xt plus 3. Assume any value of xt up to your wish. Number 1, y equal to 2xt plus 3. If you assume xt equals to 10, y will be equal to 23. If you assume xt equals to minus 10, y will be something else. What is the conclusion? Input different, output is also different. So it will be invertible system. Number 2, there is a problem. What is the problem? Y equal to x squared t. I'll be showing this one also, don't worry. Y equal to x squared t. Let's say x is the input. This is the system which will square the input, and you will get x square t as the output. If you give xt as the input, which is 4, let's assume, y will be equals to 16. If you give minus 4 as the input, y will be equals to 16. So for both 4 and minus 4, output is same 16. So this system will be non-invertible system. Why non-invertible? Because if you ask me for this 16, what is the actual input? My answer will be, it may be 4, it may be minus 4, I'm not sure. As we are not sure, this system is called non-invertible system. Any question regarding number 1 and 2 from anyone? কারো কোনো question?
No, sir.
Number 3 is actually the same thing. Assume values of xt. Let's say xt equal to 4 and xt equal to minus 4. Check the values of yt. You will find out the values are different. As input different, output different, the system will be invertible system. So this is about the system. Okay. For number 1, you can assume any value of xt. Assume any value of xt. So it will be 11. If you assume xt equals to minus 4, it will be something else. If you assume xt equals to 3, it will be something else. So input different, output is also different. So it will be invertible system. Okay, I think it's already 2 p.m. So in the next class, I'll be discussing about your question paper and other things. Don't worry. And I'll be covering another topic also. And also you don't need to submit the class note for the next 2 classes. For this class and for the next class, you don't need to submit the class note. But of course, for betterment of you, you should take the note. But it's not mandatory to submit. Is it okay?
ওকে স্যার আমাদের এক্সামটা কবে স্যার?
আপনাদের এক্সামটা হবে হচ্ছে অলরেডি এই রুটিনে আপডেট করে দেওয়া হবে। এই যে রিভাইস একটা নোটিশ দেওয়া হবে আজকে বা কালকে, ওটার মধ্যে দেখবেন ডে 3 স্লট 3 তে। Most probably, I'm not assuring that one because previously it was in day 3 slot 3. It was missed. That's why something happened. So this exam was missed in the routine. But usually the timing is day 3 slot 3. Day 3, আমার তারিখটা exactly মনে নেই, but day 3. Yes, sir. Okay, so any other question?
স্যার আমাদের ওই যে এক্সাম ডেটটা কবে এটা ঠিক মানে
এটা
বুঝতেছিলাম
হচ্ছে
না।
আজকে বা কালকে দিয়ে দিবে।
ওকে স্যার।
আর এক্সাম ডেটটা হচ্ছে ডে 3 স্লট 3, মানে আমি এটা প্রবাবল বলতেছি বাট এটা অফিশিয়ালি জানানো হবে।
কোশ্চেন প্যাটার্ন গুলা স্যার এগুলো কি
কোশ্চেন
সামনে
প্যাটার্ন নেক্সট ক্লাসে বলে দিব।
ওকে স্যার
নেক্সট ক্লাসে কোশ্চেন প্যাটার্ন সবকিছু বলে দেওয়া হবে।
ওকে স্যার।
ইনশাআল্লাহ এগুলো প্র্যাকটিস করা হবে। ইয়েস, হ্যাঁ এগুলো ফলো করা হবে। ওকে, সো থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ। I'm canceling this class because I have another class in another room. So thank you very much. Hopefully we'll see on the next class. Thank you.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম স্যার।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম।